William Kelly. I'm an American. I love Ukraine, and I'm here to support the people of Ukraine. I produce a TV show on CLTV called Power Player. You can Google Power Player CLTV.
When do you broadcast it? What time?
Yes, it's a weekly show, a news magazine. It comes on after the news. But I'm here to support the people of Ukraine. I've studied, history, and I know the truth about.
How did you learn about this event?
Well, I had to study it on my own, because they don't really teach the true history of Eastern Europe in the schools.
My point is, how did you learn about today's briefing?
Oh, how did I learn about today's briefing? I've developed good friends in the Ukrainian community, and I've asked them to please keep me posted on every event or rally where I can personally show my support for the people of Ukraine. Just even if it's just coming here and hearing what people have to say.
After hearing what Dick Durbin had to say and the American ambassador via telephone,
yes,
what do you think about the situation in Ukraine?
Well, I'm very concerned. I remember when Ronald Reagan was president of the United States. If Ronald Reagan were president of the United States today, the situation in Ukraine would be front page news. This would be at the very top.
It is a front page news.
Well, I hear what you're saying. My concern is that the President of the United States should be leading on this issue, and in order for the people of America to fully understand how serious the situation is in Ukraine, the President of the United States has to be needs to be more passionate about this. Ronald Reagan was very passionate about freedom. Okay, Ronald Reagan understood that there was a difference between being the leader of the free world and what the Soviet Union represented back in the 80s.
Do you think President Obama is soft?
I believe that Ronald Reagan understood that communism was evil. I believe that President Obama was raised to believe that communism was good. So this is a problem. We not only need to pray for the people of Ukraine, but I think the people of Ukraine need to also pray for the people of America. We don't have the leadership in this country that we need in order to be the truly the leaders of the free world, as we were. When Poland wanted to separate from the Soviet Union,
they never were in the Soviet Union.
Yes, exactly right. That's when, obviously, we had Ronald Reagan. We had, the Catholics had Pope John Paul II. We had Lech Walesa. We had Margaret Thatcher. We had people who understood freedom, and they were willing to stand up and say that Russia was evil. They were willing to say that. Okay, we don't have a president in America today who is willing to say that what the Russians are doing in Ukraine is evil, because I don't believe that he thinks that the Russians are evil. I think that he sympathizes with the communist or the Marxist ideology.
Mr. Putin refers to President Obama as his personal friend.
Well, what more do you need to know? I don't think that he would have made such a statement about Ronald Reagan. He would have called Ronald Reagan a cowboy. He would have said that Ronald Reagan was dangerous or something like this. He wouldn't have called Ronald Reagan his personal friend. But you know what? When America has a president that makes the Russians nervous, that's when freedom has an opportunity throughout the world. We need a change of leadership in America just as much as you need freedom in Ukraine. We as Americans need a change of leadership in America.
Don't you think Obama might be a pragmatic person who understands the military power of Russia, that's nuclear power, and he just wants to avoid further escalation of the problem?
Well, unfortunately, if you understand Russia, if you understand the Russian mentality, you will, as Ronald Reagan did, then you know that if you are passive, then then the Russians, Putin in particular, will view that as weakness, and then he'll just simply do whatever he wants in Ukraine. And the people of Ukraine have suffered enough. It's a mass. What we saw was a massacre of civilians.
So you think under the current leadership, American leadership, there won't be much progress in Ukraine?
I think it would be a huge mistake, and I'm sorry to say this because I know that people. I don't want to make people lose hope. In fact, the opposite. I want people to put their hope in the right place, okay? I think it would be a huge mistake for the people of Ukraine to put their hope in Senator Dick Durbin, in Barack Obama. I think the people of Ukraine are going to need to put their hope in themselves right now. And they need to shame Barack Obama. They need to shame the people of America and say, there was a time when America was the leader of the free world, and now Ukrainian civilians, peaceful protesters, are being massacred. And where's the outrage? Where is the leadership from the leader of the free world, the President of the United States? It's nowhere to be found.